Hi guys, welcome back. Right, it's time to talk about some Bruce Springsteen. You know, what is the best Bruce Springsteen era and what is his best song? I've brought on a guest to help me debate these topics. My good pal Owen. Enjoy.
I will ask you though, something
Yeah.
I'm interested in is that he has a span of work now, 20 odd albums from 73 up until his latest 2 years ago in 2022.
Mm.
What is your favorite era of Bruce Springsteen? Now, bear in mind to the audience, Owen and I were born in the early 80s, so we were children in the 80s, but he's gone since the 70s to 2022. What's your favorite era of Bruce?
Jesus. My partner couldn't ask the perfect question. That's and yet the hardest one.
The uncool thing to say is it's that 1984, Born in the
Yeah.
USA, which
Yeah.
I'll just admit it. I'm not as big of a fan as Bruce as you. I'll take the uncool hit and go, I love that era because I just love it. But I don't know. You'll probably say the album he made after that, where he went, oh, I'm sick of the commercial success, or even the hardcore will go the 70s stuff. There's no beating that ever. So I don't know.
I'll put it into 2 points. Born to Run is iconic. It's iconic for a reason because, as he says, the album was his big invitation to his audience. This is me. This is what it was, and it was massive. He didn't get commercial success, if you want to call it, till 1984. That kind of piece, I would say, between probably Thunder Road and Up to the River was fantastic. Some of the songs that were in it, like, amazingly fantastic. But one of the funniest ones is his actual return with The Rising in 2002. He got the band back together because of, they did a reunion tour, in 98, 99, 2000, the E Street reunion tour. And he did The Rising after he was driving his car, and this is like a week or two after 9/11, and a guy in New Jersey honked the horn at him, and he looked over and he rolled down the window, and your man just said, "You got to come back for us, Bruce. You got to come back for this. You got to come back." He said he went home that day and he started writing, and the Rising album is just something out of where you don't think someone could recreate something as good as probably that 70s part and back into it. So that is so poignant. But
Yeah.
some of his best pop songs are on that. Waiting on a Sunny Day and a few others and things like that.
I remember singing that out loud with you a couple of times.
Yeah,
not just at the gigs here in my house.
Yeah. Do you know, those ones are quite poignant. So that to him was a big return to what Bruce was, as again what he is, a storyteller. But I have to go, I'll have to probably go between Born to Run and The River were just some of the best storytelling songs that he ever had. And what's funny, as I said before, is not commercially successful because his first ever number one song, he never had a number one song ever in American charts, was Blinded by the Light from Manfred Mann. They covered his song, and that was his only ever number one song. So that goes to say that how he wasn't commercially successful, but he was fan-based successful, if that's what you want to call it. That's because of his live gigs. Again, probably that's it.
So you guys, this is why I have this man on. He knows what he's talking about. You know what I mean? I spoof it. He knows what he's talking about. I love this. So I'm going to finish on this one up with John.
Sure.
You mentioned the 70s work. You mentioned storytelling. You mentioned all that. There's a song between me and you, a 1978 song that me and you absolutely love, that you introduced me to all those years ago. That is my personal favorite Bruce Springsteen song, 1978's Badlands. How good is that?
I think the lyrics, I quoted you that night when the song started. I think I said to you, just listen to this part. And he sang it out, and you just looked at me and went, poor man want to be rich.
Be rich.
Rich man
want to be king.
And a king ain't satisfied till he rules
everything.
Like, what does that say about what, I suppose, as men, women, what we want? We're never going to be happy. And
you always want more.
Always want more. Always want more. And
yeah.
I think, that in itself is, the lyrics of that piece are probably the strongest some of the strongest lyrics he's ever written in that song.
It's like punch after punch. Poor man want to be rich. Rich man want to be king. And a king, like it's like he's just flattening you with a kind of gut punches of kind of just these deep lyrical sentiments. But like the whole thing is kind of like it's talking about, yeah, I want more and more. But the melody is so damn upbeat that like you think it's like this really big happy song, but he is talking about fundamental challenges in life. But the melody is so upbeat that you think it's a happy song. There's like a juxtaposition of that. I love that.
And it's the whole thing of the whole getting the crowd in, and it goes, oh, 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 oh. And like the crowd, he lets them sing it for like 3 to 4 minutes. Go for it, and he just chimes in with it then and lets them do it. And like, I think that's it. I think, do you know what was funny? They're probably the songs he'd have to play on tour to make it even better, because he has gone back and past to songs that were new and stuff and didn't quite work. But then again, look, that doesn't matter. Yeah.
But he's good like that. You won't see him. You've told me before, you won't see 2 nights in a row, the same 2 nights in a row with Bruce Springsteen.
Never.
So he can chop and change them set lists, that he can do what he likes and see what works, see what doesn't, see what he's informed with. And one thing I do like about him is you kind of know from setlist.com. I know you don't like looking up that, but I like looking forward to going to a gig. But you know what's coming. Whereas Bruce could, like, somebody could just say something or a thing could come into his head, and like him and his band can just go, shit, we're going to sing this song now. Screw it. We're going to sing it.
Someone throws up a sign and he just sees the sign, I do take it. And then, like, one of the ones I'll always remember is someone threw up Sherry Darling. And back, and I think it said he hadn't played the song for 10 years, he said. And he just picked it up, turned to the band, turned it, play it. We're playing Sherry Darling. And now it's nearly one of those great pop songs he has on the tour all the time. But yeah, Badlands. Yeah, every time. It doesn't matter if it comes on morning, noon, or night. I'm sending you a screenshot of what's coming on in the back.
I do, we do as well. Yeah. If you listen to it on a train, whatever, just send a screenshot. Look what I'm listening to again. My whole camera roll between me and you is just that. That and pictures of beer.
Yeah.